everyone. Give me a moment. I'm going to be setting some stuff up.
The All Creator Live Archives. Hello everyone. Please follow the YouTube guidelines. No spamming, no breaking up messages, no fighting. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new day of All Creator Live. And I am back playing more Genshin Impact. All right, let's get into it. 4.7 just dropped. If you're watching this, it's undoubtedly the afternoon for you, maybe even the next day, depending on where you live. And I have drops enabled over on Twitch. So if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're watching this in the highlights section over on Twitch for some reason, yeah, anytime during the next 2 or 3 weeks, I don't know how long the drops are supposed to last this time, but if you tune into me over on Twitch, you will get free stuff for the game Genshin Impact. So yeah, there's more incentive to watch. Yeah, along with 4.7, we're going to have more story. And from the front cover, it looked like it was more Dainsleif stuff, which is big because the Dainsleif stuff revolves around his story, Archon Quest stuff. It always revolves around the world itself, Tevat, the world building, what it is your main character is supposed to be doing in this game, in this world, Tevat. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. I don't know if that's available right now, but it's either going to be available right now or tomorrow. Either way, it's getting pretty close, and I'm pretty excited. X button. Let's go in. Get in that big, bright, eye-blasting, eye-burning door. Hyperbole blah blah. Sorry, I'm just a little bit on edge because I just finished off one of my energy drinks. Anything? Oh, we got a whole bunch of new things to look at. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we have Cloranda now. She's going to be on the banner. Here it is, bedtime story. This is it. Archon quest unlocked. Yes, the newest Dainsleif quest. Going to further our progression in the traveler's story. So happy. Yeah, and of course we're going to have a story quest for Clorand, since we are
Once,
Oh, this
there
again.
was a
I forgot.
glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl. But she was deceived, and the memory of her noble origins faded. She now believed that she was the queen of the kingdom of darkness. But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
Oh boy. Alright, so we got new weapons, new characters. We're restarting our VP level, as always. And we have new banners. Clarend and Alhaitham again. Oh, neat. I honestly don't need either of these characters. Oh, and as a bonus, one of the newest characters, darn it, I can't remember his name, but he's available as a 4-star on the banners as well. And here are the new weapons. Okay, cool. Alright, let's take a look here. We have new domain drops available. Bedtime stories, I'll get that once I'm done with that Archon quest. Let's go to our favorite chair, sit down for a second.
Exactly, but none of them believe.
Alright, so I think we got mail too. Yes, we do. Hey, free primogems. Nice. Free promos for everybody. And we got the updates. And I have a new avatar. Oh, that's right. I did get that. Yeah, I got these 2 things done. So, hooray. Since I got both of those done, I unlocked both of them. Are there any that I have yet to unlock? Oh, damn it, shut up, Paimon. Yeah, I've unlocked all of them now. Sweet. That's great. I got something on the community thing here. What's going on? I have no idea what that is. Oh, well. Yeah. All right. So let's take a look here. See, I was finishing up this last time I played doing the chill stream, but I'll save finishing that up completely for another chill stream. So to those who wanted to see the very end of that side quest, sorry, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer because we have more Archon quest stuff to do. Bedtime stories. Oh god, really? My energy drink wore off that fast. Let me go grab another one. All right. Well, let's start navigating. Wait, hold up. Well, I can unlock that, but once I do, it's going to put it in my log, so I'll do that later. Oh, and I can't claim the key yet until I spend one of the keys. But yeah, let's start doing this quest. I think we've waited long enough to see what the new Dainsleif quest is going to be. I'm pretty excited. The last one was kind of a huge lore dump, so I'm kind of eager to see what this one's going to have in it. All right, it takes place in Sumeru again. So Al-Haytham's still hanging around Sumeru. I guess a lot of stuff is probably going to be happening around the chasm here, since we now know where the big evil thing is, the sinner as it calls itself. So yeah, I guess Al-Haytham would kind of still be hanging around the mall. Right. Wondering maybe I should just warp there, or if I should walk there. Give people a chance to enter into the chat, because nobody's here yet. I understand 100% because there is bound to be spoilers. And if you are watching this in the archives and still have not done this quest line, this has no time limit. So if you're playing Genshin Impact, you're going to do this at some point as you advance the story. So if you don't want any spoilers, feel free to come back to this video at another point. All right. I guess I'll warp here. I don't want to warp right on top of it. Feels like that would be a bad idea. All right. Doing this is kind of a bad idea too. Whoa. All right. I have my popcorn. I have my energy drink. The stream's all set. Everything's good to go. All right, let's continue. Let's go. Let's get this started. Let's see more story. Let's learn more lore of the Genshin Impact universe. Eh? What do I have to talk? Oh, I have to talk with Catherine. Okay. I don't know what happened if I just walked near. Okay. What's up?
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon-class commission, right?
Wait, is that what they call these now? This has just been such a regular thing that they're like, yeah, these are Archon class quest lines. All the other stuff that we do, that's all just other side quest and story. I wonder if they classify the others as side quests and storylines. Nah, that'd be a little bit too on the nose. Then it'd be like, we know we're in a video game. Let's just break the fourth wall.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing. But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out. In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
Alright then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Okay. Weird.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
I love how she's just back to her regular self as soon as we leave for our commissions. Vimara village. All right. Yeah, all this is taking place in Sumeru. All right. Usually Dainsleif meets us in our latest location. You know what? That's not true, because during the Inazuma branch of story, Dainsleif didn't meet us there. He met us in Liyue again.
We made it to Vimara village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy?
Like this
If
guy?
this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
All right, never mind. They mean go to this guy, talk to him. Paimon should have just said something like, "Hey, look at that guy over there. Let's go talk to him." A little on the nose, but still. Baram. All right.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions. I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
Alright, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays, so genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village, there's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. All right, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
You know something? Because of everything that happened in Fontaine, it's actually a large gap in time as opposed to the other side, other times we've met D-Luke. Because we were in the prison for like 3 months, right? I think. Canonically speaking, we were in the prison for 3 months. Everything that happened before then happened within about a month, I would say. And the whole incident with the Archon quest took at least another 3 months. So it's probably been a year since we've seen Dainsleif, lore-wise. So yeah, this is probably like the longest time we've gone without seeing Dainsleif. Which is pretty interesting, because in games it's usually like, alright, we'll see you like a week from now probably, but no, it's definitely, lore-wise, it's been a year. Probably gotta go up and across that bridge. I tend to forget how big this village is. I know the last time I was here I said the same thing. But it is kind of deceptive because this is typically just an area you pass through. Don't really explore it too much. I think there's only been one big story-related quest line here. And I think that was it. And I'm pretty sure that was an event storyline, so it's not something everybody's privy to. At least I gave this place another shot, you know? Because this quest is important. It's an Archon quest. So literally everybody's going to see this. So for a lot of people, this is going to be their first time looking around this village. They'll probably be like, wow, I didn't realize this place was so big. But yeah, it is. It's pretty big. Then again, the one quest line for what's her name helping out the... You know what? No, that's not an Archon quest line. That's a side quest line. It's a big quest line, don't get me wrong. You unlock it out of the map by going through the R&R stuff. But it's still just a side quest, and not that many people are going to want to do it. Where's this guy? Oh, there they are. Oh, yeah, it's the village elder.
It's that guests I hear.
Hello
Hi,
again.
Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village, but somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others.
Okay, yeah, definitely. This is not Dainsleif. This is someone completely different. I wonder what's going on with this.
He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out. Well, Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something. Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
If you're about to lead me down an R&R rabbit hole, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm just kidding. These Archon quests are the best quests in the game. They do not get annoying. They're also voice acted, so that helps out a lot. You mostly want to do the more annoying side quests if you're really into the history of this world. You know? Like I said, it makes a pretty decent chill stream. Especially if you're not reading everything that's going on. A friend! Well, I'm not going to get to help them. I gotta do... Oh, wait. Maybe I can. Oh. They want me to go up here. Okay. There we go. There's your grape. Oh, there's a puzzle too. Does that say Yazdaha pool?
Whoa! What a stroke of good luck!
Is that I think it is. Yeah, it is. Wow. There are a lot more of them than I thought there would be. He led me here. He's like, please help. This place is withering. And I'm like, no. No, no. No, no. Alright, back to the tree. I guess that's what she wants to show us. A tree. Okay. And now suddenly it's day.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamar village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden. Really? You know exactly how I feel? Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow, you two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help. The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange? The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
All right. Hi.
One with the fort.
Let the show begin.
I'll uproot you!
Show them. Right here. Right now.
Hey there! A proper send-off from the Spina with love.
Right here. Right now. Emerge. Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Emerge.
Coming at ya! Fire! Well,
I hear everything.
Come on out. Right now.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
All right. Oh. I thought that was going
Wait
to...
a second. The person... It's Dainslev!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Okay. This is weird. He's just here. Usually there's like always a meeting that happens before we see Dainsleif again, but nope, he's just here this time. I don't know if he's supposed to be trying to help out people with this commission or why he's passing through here, but this is quite ironic. This is not happenstance. This has happened for a reason, I bet.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy. And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk. Ah, so that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara Village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Oh yeah, now we're gonna be learning some stuff. Because Dainsleif wasn't really there after we learned all of this. It's just Dainsleif showed up and talked about Kaya and then left. So thank goodness. Please tell us some stuff. Please, Dainsleif. Enlighten us.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Your brother?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanria. The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedrfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedrfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
If that's true, he was very vague.
They were once people of great esteem in Kanria, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster, the ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, Not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy. And for that, they shall never have my forgiveness. Indeed, if they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world. Of course, as I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village, the person who seems to exist only in people's memories, could it be connected?
Holy shit, I was just thinking, what if all of this is just a big video game and the Loom of Fate is the code that makes the game work, and now this person we're looking for has just been deleted from the game. I know that's silly, but
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow. So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff. Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
hey Paimon, what are we gonna do today? Same thing we do every day, traveler. Grind for crap over and over again. Part of me is thinking maybe I should take a little bit of a break, but I feel like it's just started, you know? Aww. Ah. was wondering where this kid ran off to. Or where he typically is. He gave me fish. Gave me 4 fish. These are the other kids, I guess. Yeah, Suba. Yeah, I remember her. Where's the other one? There were 3 of them, right?
It's not like she's never coming back, right?
Yeah, she'll be okay. Let's go find Rana. Yeah, no. You don't wanna. She's really far away. Doing stuff. Where's the other one? Oh, there they are. Yeah. When I woke up, I completed that storyline. Don't start acting like she's still asleep. She's fine. In fact, she has a vision now. She's a stronger person for it. Wish I could say the same thing. I feel like I grew mentally stupider dealing with that. He gave me some start. Well, what's the little girl going to give me when I talk to her? That whole Aranara shit was just to wake Rana up. So I'm like, don't you dare act like she's still asleep. I know for a fact I woke that. She's not a bad person. Things happened. And I had to go through all of that stuff just to wake her up. Hey, at least there's one good thing that came out of all of that. We learned how visions just happen, you know? Up until this point, in your picture, every time you think of a vision, you would think, oh, the person fell asleep and then they woke up. So it's like the Tooth Fairy, and Archon would just pop in out of nowhere, sneak up, leave a vision next to him, and then poof away or something. No, it's just this weird glowing light comes out of them and it turns into a vision. I know that's a lot less anticlimactic. I know that's a lot more anticlimactic, but still, it's better than thinking something stupid like Tooth Fairy stuff. All right, let's continue the story.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Sometimes it's fun to zone out, Paimon. Gee, I do it all the time.
Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Well, I'm wondering if maybe he's putting memories in people's minds because he wants somebody to find him. Maybe these people don't know who he is either, but he's putting memories in their head to make them try and call attention to him and figure out where he's at. And that's actually kind of creepy, but in the same vein, we don't know exactly where he is or what's going on. He could be trapped inside the Loom of Fate. He probably fell into the back rooms, ended up glitching the system, ended up in the Loom of Fate, and is like, what do I do? How did I get here? What's going on? The last thing I remember was making a sandwich.
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? I did that. What?
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
This is lost in the code, and he's randomly.
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
Yeah, he's lost in the code, and he's just randomly pressing buttons. That's what's going on.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Dude, this is scary now.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Yeah, Dane's Leaf isn't going to actually lead us to the place. He just wants whoever's watching to think that we're going there.
Of course.
All right. Good thing Paimon's so clueless. If she knew what we were actually going through in our brains. If she was thinking the same thing we're thinking, she wouldn't be keeping it a secret. She'd just be like, wait a minute, but isn't that just if we're being followed? And then Dane's just like, Paimon, shut up. We're trying to lure these guys out. Want them to think we don't know what's going on. I'm trying to pronounce your name.
Forget Luke. That was fun.
Is it okay if I call you Pook? Because that's there in your name. So, hello and welcome, Pook. The first part of your name's kind of hard for me to pronounce. I don't know how I would pronounce that.
Yes.
Okay. It's nice to meet you, Pook. I'm glad you caught me at a funny moment. But yeah, I'm doing the latest Dane's Leaf quest of 4.7 in Genshin Impact if you're playing this game and you don't want any spoilers. If you're playing and don't want any spoilers, you're free to go anytime you want.
Same to you.
Aw, thanks. Alright, I don't think it's that far.
Oh, I did it already. It's very short.
Oh, is it? Okay. Okay, yeah, it's pretty far away. Let's warp to the closer spot. I was planning to walk to it, but then I realized, oh, that's pretty far. Yeah, of course, we're getting closer to the mall. Why is all this? Literally every Dainsleif stuff is going to be related to the mall in some way. I'm telling you. I think that's where Conria used to be.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Forget Looming. Started tearing
Traveler,
up when I found
wait.
out it was so short, lol.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
That's suspicious. Place of Revelations. We're good. Current party level is lower than recommended. Well, that's because of Navia, but Navia can handle it. She's that tank. I know she's not a level 90 yet, but she can hold her own. Stop going to the... There we go. Oh, okay. Got all of them. Cool. I'll go claim the other stuff once I get out of here. But at least we did get a bunch of answers from this one so far. Even if this is a very short Archon quest, at least it gives us a lot of information that we didn't know before. Alright, what are we fighting here? Mushrooms? Okay. I don't know why I needed all level 90s to fight some mushrooms, but
Right now.
it is what it is, I guess.
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
One with the forest.
Emerge.
Fire! Well, with rocks. Hey there! Watch out! Coming at ya!
And Shroud, I'll uproot you!
Oh, there's more.
One with the forest.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Right here. Emerge. Right here.
Attack! That's the way. Hey there!
Right now. Emerge. A sight to behold. Right here. Right now.
I hear everything.
Coming at ya! A proper send-off from the Spina with love.
appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Okay. Huh. I don't think it's this mechanism he's talking about. Treasure. Eh? Oh. Stairs. It's like, how do I get up there? Oh, right. Stairs. Oh. Okay. Gotta hurry up. Bullets, don't go away yet. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Hurry up. My bullets could fade at any minute. There we go.
And Shroud!
Emerge, right here, right now.
Yeah.
I suck at aiming. Alright, fine, whatever.
Let's nip that in
I
the
don't kill
bud.
these guys that way anymore anyhow.
Emerge, right now, emerge.
Stronger than that.
Hey there! A proper send-off! From the Spina with love.
Can't see?
Right now. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge, right here, emerge.
Bonk. I swear sometimes some of the plants, they look like I want to just pick them up, you know, because that looks super rare, but it's just background plant. Hey, there we go. I guess we...
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Okay. Yeah, let's rotate one, I guess. You know what? And this one. There we go.
Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Okay. Just making sure I didn't want to forget anything. I wonder if I could maybe jump on each of those tiny rocks and get up there. That seems dangerous. I bet if I use kecking, I'm... Nah, I don't want to do that. Probably just a pointless wooden treasure chest. Oh, look, we were able to get up here this way. See, that would have wasted me a bunch of time for no reason. Alright. What? They're electro ones now? I thought they were all green. Okay. Oh boy. This is definitely a boss fight area.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
Yep.
One with the force.
That's the water one
I hear
too. Always
everything.
the water guy.
Right here. Emerge. Right now.
I get it. They don't want to give me anything too challenging.
Watch out! A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Hiya! Cha! Watch out!
Let's nip that in the bud.
Emerge. Right now.
Hey there! Hiya! A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Ah! Coming at ya!
This guy hasn't broken a single one of my shields.
Right here. Right now. Emerge.
Cha! Hiya!
Oh wait, no, this is the ice one.
That's the way.
Alright, well this one might be a little more challenging then because I don't have D-Loop with me.
Hey there!
But I have...
Right now. Emerge. A sight to behold. Right here. Emerge. Right here.
Nico with me, so...
I hear everything. And shroud.
Emerge. Right now.
Oh! Coming at ya!
Can't see?
Right here. Right now.
Okay, go, stop doing that.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer. I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on.
Okay, first I want to note the mini-map. If you look up there, yeah, we're still going through a dungeon. This is not normal for the mini-map to look like that.
Come on, we can do it.
So whatever it is that's going on, we're still in it. Don't let your guard down, everybody. Check on this hilly trail. Okay. Why?
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to take their food. That's liable to make them mad. Yeah, they're all...
Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too. The hilly trails are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story.
How are you liking
Well,
this
now
story?
that the hilly trails have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
Hey, Bryce. Welcome in. Yeah, it's answering a lot of questions. And then we got this guy reading, like he's reading a Bible to someone. It's really weird. I don't want to guesstimate anything yet, but we'll see. Still got a little bit of this story left. Oh, since this is a unique
Options.
area, maybe they'll say something different. Okay, no, he's saying the same thing. Alright, so the NPCs are the same. Yeah, that this would be like an instance where everything was going to be... Like, everything was going to react differently, but... Nope. Just because we're in a smaller portion of the map and things are going on doesn't mean that they're going to not reuse the same assets just to flush everything out. If anything, they just put a barrier around everything. They were like, nope, nope, you're still in the story, still in the place where things are happening. Don't think that you're outside the world just yet. Oh, no.
Keep up.
We're like, yeah, no, you can't warp anywhere right now. We're just making that clear to you so that you don't accidentally warp anywhere and mess up the story.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh? You know, the young guy from Vamara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
Yo, Winston, I didn't see you come in. Sorry about that. But hey, how are you doing? Also, Bryce, sorry I'm not saying too much. This is just a very interesting story. I'm trying to follow along with what's going on. It's getting there. It's getting to a good point.
Good, how are you?
I'm good, NGO. It's the game's getting pretty interesting. We're getting more Dainsleif stuff.
You enjoying the extra 40 resin?
Well, I very rarely use resin for anything because I don't grind like a lot of people do. But I am enjoying the new story stuff. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm playing the game.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea. Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Bryce Campbell. I have not been able to enjoy the 40 myself. I was at around 180 earlier today.
Yeah, I think I'm at that too. Oh, I can't because I can't look at the map. All right, well, yeah, I can't do that either. I can't do anything until we get the story done. Oh well, just take my word for it. I'm pretty sure I have it all. It's all there. I haven't used any of it. Yeah, we're still in the dungeon. That little symbol is still up there. So if I was to hit start, it would ask me if I want to leave the dungeon.
I overslept and I woke up with 195 resin.
Well, that's how things work. Enjoy it.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
Oh boy. More detective work. People have forgotten the missing person. We've returned to a point before the disappearance took place. We are presently traversing someone's memories.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories. If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing. If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Oh yeah, that could be right.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the leyline disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
Yeah, I've noticed that ever since Sumeru, anytime that the traveler is thinking about something or you have to decipher something for the traveler, he'll often repeat it himself. Get some voice lines. Yeah, that's true too. We've been hearing a lot more from Traveler ever since Sumeru. So they've been giving Zack a lot more dialogue to read. They're like, here you go, here's some money. And he's like, yay, I get to read.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is. Good idea! That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Okay. Scenes from false memories will not change. Time does not pass within false memories. False memories are easily forgotten.
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village, but I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location. If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection.
That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
It looks like a friend wants to VC with me, so I'm going to go.
Okay,
I'm not
Bryce.
sure how long it will be, so I hope you enjoy the ending.
Alrighty, Bryce. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun with your friend. And remember to like before you leave. Also, I don't know exactly when I'm going to be ending the stream today, but if I stream tomorrow, then, you know, I'll post it on the community tab as usual.
There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Perhaps it has something to do with time.
About 11K primos in 4.7.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Well, I mean, if you get the, oh no, that's right. They have given away free things for everybody. If you check your mailbox, you get free stuff. I don't think you get that much. I think it's like 600 and that's it. I'm going to go with this one because of what the one lady said.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
Some that is spiral abyss, but we usually get about 8K patch backslash.
Well, it has to be Atosa because Atosa is the one who said that her memories revolved around a passage of time that didn't seem to end, you know? She was talking about her memories not taking, or her memories of the person taking a long time to progress, and it didn't seem like time was passing.
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
Plus, the one guy just said that he left town with someone, and that tree that she was standing next to the person with was outside of town, so she could be going through the memory of her leaving town right now, and we have to get to that tree.
Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once?
Nah, that's not it.
We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission.
Nah, that's not it either. Because that could have been at any time.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory. Yeah, that's where they'll be!
Alright, so I figured it out. Sweet. I mean, she is the only person... Had to adjust the microphone there. She is the only person that actually went into depth about her memories of the guy, so it was obviously going to be her, but still. Yeah. It's pretty easy to decipher. It's definitely not something that they plan to be super complicated or difficult for people to get. It was this tree, right? I think it was this tree. Or is it that tree? I can't remember. So many damn trees in Sumeru. This part of Sumeru, anyway. Here we go.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, this is a little depressing now.
You can see the 2 dolls on that tree.
Oh, yeah. Also, he's from Conria. So, yeah. He's not even alive anymore. Either that or he's an Abyss Mage. So, this is extra sad now. Because apparently in her memory, she loves this guy. Yeah, that's sad. Imagine gaslighting somebody so badly that they fall in love with you in their dreams, and that's it. And everybody else thinks this guy exists. Well, at least they can. At least they have somebody to share the pain with, you know?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
There is also
Huh?
a theory that Arlecchino went
Are
to
those your
Conria,
friends
and
over
that's why
there?
She has black hands.
All right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Yeah, we've already kind of met already.
Winston and Geo. Update, they never talked again.
There it is, right at the top. Collie Bear, because he's wearing the scarf that his mother had. I don't know why it would be Albrecht. Oh.
The founder of the Abyss Order. The man who broke the curse of immortality.
We've already met Albrecht, and he looks nothing like this.
Dane's brother. One of the 5 sinners of Conria.
No.
The one who stole the power of the Abyss.
Hey, 4K, it's good to see you. Also, good night. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry you gotta go, but thank you for being here. And I don't know why it would be Dane's brother. We haven't even met him yet, or why he would be doing this to implant memories into people.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning, good night. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, 4K. It's good to see you regardless.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate.
Hmm.
Dane had a brother. Noobs for
Yeah.
Good evening.
And there's the good evening. I knew that was coming. Thank you, 4K. Yeah, I think it's Caliber.
You're Kari Bear Alberich.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Very interesting loading screen. Take screenshots, everybody.
Noobs 4K. I can read that. Winston and Geo. Wonder what the Dane's lead quests are gonna lead up to.
Okay. Where is this? I have no clue where this is. I would have said it was the Oasis, but this looks nothing like the Oasis.
Winston and Geo. Very beautiful graphics though. Winston and Geo. What console do you play on?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all, as you well know.
Oh, okay, so this is just an area he's made up for himself. I play on the PlayStation 5, Winston. Ooh, that's an interesting way to say that, 4K. I can't even... Aksu... Hmm? Oh, you said, okay, good night. It's good that you came by, though. But, okay, good night, 4K. I thought you were pronouncing something in Japanese. I was like, oh, now you're saying it in multi-languages. I didn't know you were multilingual, 4K. Multilingual. But yeah, this is a place he's created for himself. Which I guess is something you can do when you exist in the Loom of Fate.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now the time has finally arrived. Extreme sorrow and pain, hope and regret coursing through your veins, and a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the Loom of Fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate. As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, The moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life. I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me. I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight's sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The loom of fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the loom of fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes. For 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes, such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
Winston and Geo. This scene is where we can really see how good their voice acting is.
Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
Huh? What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya. Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, really? What a score! Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is, and we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
All right. Yeah, it's probably going to be harder on her. I'm pretty sure it's over that way. How about it? Yeah. Or wait a minute, was it over on this side? It was. Man, well. I guess this is just one thing that only we as the player are allowed to remember now. Not even the traveler is going to remember that conversation with his sister. I was a little sad. But it is unique to understand that Looming is the only one that calls him Aether. Everybody else into that calls him Jason or Traveler. Yeah, it is. It's a roller coaster. That's for sure. But yeah, people either call him Jason, which is what they say for text because they can't say it verbally, or they call him Traveler. Does he? Has he said it in the game? Have they called him Aether? Or have they just called him Traveler? And in text form, Jason. For me, at least. Because if that's the case, then they know something. I mean, they are pretty powerful beings, so. But ah. Well, that's interesting, too, because if that is the case, then it means that the Traveler, when you got to pick the Traveler's name at the beginning, that's just an anonymous name he's going by while he's adventuring around. All right, here we go.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Curry Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when.
The Traveler doesn't really tell their name, that's why they are known as the Traveler and Paimon.
I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right? Okay, I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye!
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear? A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
Oh, wow, look at that. Karabear snuck in one last thing before he disappeared. You must get along with each other, the two of you. Well, if you take what he says down there and translate it at the top, you'd probably be able to read that weird cryptic message that appeared during the loading screen. Aww. And now I got that picture. So I won't remember the conversation. Traveler won't remember the conversation, but at least he got a picture. At least he got a picture. Sorry about that, everyone. Just winding down after a long day. Well, that was a nice story. Yeah, the theories are gonna go nuts. Oh, look at the bag kitty. Time to get me some meat. Nom nom nom. We did a lot of things in Mamari Village, now that I'm thinking about it. Well, we do have that story quest still for Clarend, so the next time I want to stream a story, I have that to do. But I know next month, at least, at the very least, either they're going to start it sometime in between this month, or they're going to start it next month, but they're going to be doing the summer event, whatever that's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to have something. I think we're going back to the bottle. I said this last time during one of my chill streams, but I said that I think we're going to be going back to the bottle because it feels like it feels like a huge waste to just have that giant bottle space and not revisit it. But if we don't go back to the bottle and we go back to the Golden Apple Archipelago, I'll welcome that too, because I do like the archipelago. Regardless of which one we do, as long as it has a good story, I'll be happy. Find Lazenfest? the Mondstadt Kite event. Are you thinking of Vineland Fest? I don't think they had a kite event. Wait, are you talking about the Windbloom Festival? Cause they had that randomly. It's so weird. I think you're thinking of the Windbloom Festival. And that's not really a kite thing. If anything, they have balloons, and that's the only thing that's flying during that event. Okay, yeah, the Windbloom Festival. Yeah, they haven't had the Windbloom Festival for about a year now. Feels like it's getting pretty close. But they did just have the Wind Trace Festival, the Wind Trace event. So it might be a while before we do anything in Mondstadt again. But if they do have the Windbloom Festival, it's going to be different from what it was last year. Because it was definitely different the year before. If anything, I kind of want to see another Vineland Fest.
4.8, there are rumors of some new Mondstadt 4-star skins.
4.8, 4.8 is definitely going to be the summer event. But as far as what event they're going to be doing this month, I don't know. If they don't do the summer event early, then I don't know what event they're going to be doing this month. We could just get this and that's it. Which makes sense because this is a big turning point for the story, you know. It's a big Archon quest. So of course they're going to give us something like that before we go to the summer event, because right after the summer event is when we go to the next area, Natlan. That's how it's always been. After the summer event, they always have us go to the next new location. But yeah, the next time I stream, I'm going to be doing Cloren's story. Or I might just have a chill stream, who knows. Gonna do something fun. And there we go, now we get these. And a free wish. Hooray. What does that say? Incomplete story quest. Incomplete hangout event. Yeah, I know I have hangouts to do, but... Oh, it's talking about the Cloren story. Right, okay.
Winston and Geo. Some say one for Sucrose, and there is one that says Amber may get a skin.
Yeah, I'm not really that into the skins, because, I mean... Getting free skins is nice, but... The thing everybody usually wants. The thing everybody usually wants is the skins that you gotta pay for, and I don't really want to pay for skins, you know? That's kind of a waste of money to me. Anyway, that's my personal opinion.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
And thank you for giving me a reward. Free stuff is always free. Meow. Alright, well, that does it for today's adventure.
Some skins give extra damage for some reason.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I also heard that some skins, have different animations to them and stuff. And I think that's the case for Deluxe. If there was one skin I'd want to get, it would be Deluxe, because he's one of my favorite characters. Oh, what do we got new here for more voice lines? I guess because her friendship level's increased. Yeah.
I won't become the same kind of person as my father was. Some veterans of the Spina think that I'm becoming more and more like him. But I think the trend they're referring to is a superficial one, born out of the simple fact that some problems only have so many solutions. Spina di Rosula has changed a lot since my father's day, and I intend to be the president for the Spina of today.
Yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and wrap everything up. Event-wise, I don't know what they're going to be doing for the rest of this month, but If I want to do a chill stream next time I stream, I hope you guys are okay with that, because sometimes I want to hold off on doing certain story and then, you know, save it for another time because I don't know if they have any events planned. But if they do, then, you know, I'll keep an eye out for it. I'll keep looking at the news over on Hoyoverse and see if they have some type of event planned. And if that's the case, then I will definitely stream that. And do Claren's story at another point in time. How many Primogems? I haven't been looking. There we go. I'm getting up there. I'm getting quite a decent amount. This, I feel like, is a good time to be saving your Primogems since Natlin is right around the corner. We only really have a couple months before the Natlin drops. I don't... the Natlin. Well, looking at the robot, it's kind of doing this twitchy thing, which is weird. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or maybe. I don't know. It is a robot after all. All right, let's pop the achievement. We got a couple. Oh, we got quite a bit. Oh, okay. Well, good luck with that. I hope you get what you want. Just making one more look around, make sure I did everything. Okay. Before I end the stream. Excuse me. Wait, did I... Let's see. I did. Yeah. Okay. Just had to make sure. Alright, back to the title screen. That's got a couple things to give thanks for. Alright, well, first off, over on Twitch, I want to thank Noobs4K for stopping by and saying hello in several different ways. Hello and goodbye in several different ways. It was good to see you again, 4K. Thank you so much for popping in every once in a while. I'm sure if this was No Man's Sky, it would have been much more interesting for you to watch, but unfortunately, I just didn't happen to be playing No Man's Sky. Oh, you know what? Let me go back in. I just realized I have some stuff to get. I completely forgot because I'm doing the drops thing. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Because I'm doing a drops thing over on Twitch, I have a few things to collect, and I can show them off here. If you're watching me over on Twitch...
Exactly. And none of them believed me.
There we go. If you're watching me over on Twitch, then you can get free stuff, depending on how long you watch. And let me show you what you can get. Get all these things, depending on how long you're willing to watch. Now you can get 30 Primogems, 2,000 Mora, 20,000 Mora. Yeah. Hero's Wit, Mystic Enhancement, and Sanctifying Unction. Get all of those if you're watching over on Twitch from the free drops. But that's a limited time thing. I think it's only going to be going on for about 2 to 3 weeks.
Does that still count as F2P?
Yes, that is still technically free to play stuff, because all you really need to do in order to get it is to watch somebody who is streaming Genshin Impact over on Twitch. If you want to learn more about how Twitch drops work, then you're free to look on Google for it, because it's kind of hard to describe. Hello there, Oala! It's good to see you again. Thank you again for stopping by and saying hello. I'm glad to see you stop by just before I'm ending the stream. At least that way we can say hello. We could say hello and goodbye. So over on Twitch, I want to thank Noobs4K for stopping by and saying hello in many different ways that you did. It's always good seeing you and having you stop by to support the channel. I hope to see more of you, and I hope next time you stop by, I'm playing No Man's Sky so that you can hang out for a little bit longer. And over on YouTube, I want to thank Bryce, Winston NGO, and you all for hanging out and dropping in and giving me some good feedback on what's going on with my channel as well as the story. You know, it's always great having somebody to converse with when they stop by on the stream. So if you're watching in the archives, feel free to leave a like, comment, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. I will always keep the community tab up to date as to when it is I'm going to be streaming and what. So if you're wondering when it is that I'm going to be streaming and at what time I start, I always post there to let you guys know. And as far as what I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, I'm not sure. It's kind of a toss-up. I might do more story stuff. I might do more chill stream stuff. Really all depends on how I'm feeling. But I will keep you guys up to date on it. I hope you all have a great day, great night, depending on where you live. I'm going to get to bed, and I hope you all have a nice, calm sleep. Good night, everybody, and stay safe. Yep, bye.